Hello lovely princesses and princes, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. Yes, my hair is shorter and it looks like it is brown in the screen, but it's actually dark purple. But outside, it's like a mixture of purple and red, and I am in love with it, but of course inside it just looks dark. No, I love it either way. So this week's theme is not just constricted to this week, because I will probably be doing these kind of videos when I am busy, especially with the school season coming up. I moved back to San Francisco and I'm a college student, so that's a lot. Okay, so this week's theme is top 3, top 5, top whatever. Sometimes it's really hard to narrow it down to 5 or 3. So top whatever amount of moments in Disney movies. So today's video is top 5 sad moments in Disney movies. These moments have made me cry when I first saw them. They still make me cry. They have personally touched my heart. They're relatable to me. So I decided that today's video was appropriate on discussing what makes you cry, because you need to cry. You need to let out your sadness. It's a human emotion. It demands to be felt, and you can't ignore it. So number 5 comes from The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and it's not a specific scene in the movie because it happens throughout the movie, and it's the way that Quasimodo is treated. This is so relatable to today's society, how we treat people who look different than us, who go through different things they can't control. They look a certain way that is not in their power, and people feel the need to be mean about that. But what I love about this movie is the message that comes through: acceptance. That you need to accept yourself no matter what you look like, and if you accept yourself, then that confidence is going to shine through. Whether it's your bravery, your act of kindness, it's going to shine through, and soon someone out there is going to look on the inside and not judge you on the outside. Number 4, who would have thought? This isn't really, I don't know, it's not a sad moment, but it makes me tear up all the time. Comes from Mulan. Other than Mulan sacrificing, risking herself to go take her father's place to be in the war, the moment from this movie that makes me tear up is when Mulan proves that even though she's a woman, the guys don't know, but she knows she's a woman, she is determined, and she climbs up that pole and gets the arrow, and that just gives me goosebumps every time. She has been outcasted. Okay, so number 3 is from a very recent movie. It's from Inside Out, and it is basically when Joy is in the pit of, like, the memory loss pit. I don't remember what it's called, Forgotten Memories, and she realizes that sadness is within joy. Her name is the epitome, the definition of happiness, and she's sad. And this is a message throughout the movie that in order to experience happiness, you need to go and experience sadness. You need to be sad. You need to let your emotions be expressed. You need to cry in order to know what happiness feels like. If you don't experience sadness, if you don't allow yourself to experience sadness, then how do you know what happiness is? You don't. You don't have anything to compare it to. And I thought it was beautifully done how Joy herself fell apart and sobbed because she wanted someone to be happy, and then she realizes that happiness and sadness go together. Number 2 is from Princess and the Frog, and it's when Ray dies. Because Ray in this whole movie symbolizes that it is okay to love whoever you want to love. He is in love with Evangeline, and he believes she's a firefly, but she's a star, and people are afraid to tell him that. But either way, Ray doesn't care. He's in love with this amazing, bright, beautiful star, and when he dies, I wasn't expecting it, for one thing. I was not expecting him to die. But he was just so filled with love and wonderment. And the best part is that when he dies, he's finally free to be with his love. My number 1 saddest moment from Disney comes from Lion King. It's not exactly when Mufasa dies. It is when Simba finds his father's body. This is number 1 on my list for one obvious reason. It's a death. My dad died a couple years ago, almost 6 years ago. I've, in a way, been through what Simba went through. I mean, I didn't have to battle any uncles. Well, that's something else. It's definitely a moment I can relate to. It's a moment when his life, and for people who have been through deaths in the family, their life turns, and sometimes when someone dies, true motives from family members are noticed. This is my number 1 moment because I can't even watch this scene anymore. I have tried, I watched Lion King, and I was like, no, I can watch this part when he, dies and everything, and I was fine. Until Simba goes up to Mufasa and he's nudging him and he's trying to get an answer from his dad. And I lost it. I have to fast forward that part every time because I can't do it. Alright, lovelies, that was my top 5 sad-ish moments from a Disney movie. What are moments that make you cry or have made you cry? List them down in the comments below. I will be excited to read them. And if you guys have any suggestions of what kind of videos you would like to see next, let me know. I do have ideas. My ideas that I want to do are face character makeups, like makeup based off of a face character in the Disney parks. Comparing Disneyland and Disney World. I know that is something I'm always asked when I go to each of those parks. Oh, okay. I did upload, like my visit to Magic Kingdom and Disney World. Sadly, I will not ever be able to upload the rest of those because my hard drive where I kept all my clips to like free up my memory card, I put them on an external hard drive. My hard drive crashed and they're gone forever. If you guys still want to see or hear about my trip from Disney World, give me questions. I'll do a Disney World Q&A. I'll show you photos. But I'm so sorry. I don't have those clips anymore, so I can't upload my trip in Disney World. Let me know in the comments below. I do have ideas, but I want to know what you guys want to see. Maybe you haven't seen a video you want to see from any other user. Let me know. I'll take care of you. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and have a magical day. Bye-bye.